After bar, I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag. Yo, people, from what we're telling them, it's your boy man Line Jazz back in with another reaction, blood. Right now, we got Lupe Fiasco, blood. You know what I'm saying, blood? Mural, blood. Or Mural. Now, I forgot who even asked me to record or to, wait, what did I react to? Oh, yeah, the diss track. Mural, great reaction. Mural. Okay, cool. So Emma Rio, blood. Emma Rio, I think the name is Emma Rio, blood. You get me, blood? Asked me to react to this one, blood. Also, for my non-music reactions, blood, subscribe to my Line Jazz Reacts, fam. You know what I'm saying? But right now we got Mural. Had to refuel real quick, blood. You know what I'm saying? Had our black people's national or racial dish, which is chicken and rice. Like, you know what I'm saying? No matter what culture you're from, what background, what part of the country you're from, if you're black, you always yam chicken and rice, man. You know what I'm saying? That's our national / racial dish, blood. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about other cultures, but that's definitely us, blood. And then had some coleslaw on the side, but homemade coleslaw though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not just any regular sloppy ass coleslaw. I mean homemade coleslaw, blood. You know what I'm saying? Peppers, cabbage and all of that, fam. You know what I'm saying? Light mayo, blood. Seasoned as well, nicely, blood. You get me? Let's get into this one though, blood. Lupe Fiasco, fam. Mural. It's like a start of a set, blood, or like a play or whatever, fam. Yeah. Grand entrance. Let the anticipation rise.
Raw chemicals, vitamins and minerals, and Vicodin with inner tubes wrapped around the arm. Seated vein like a chicken on a bond. Top cat chat, let's begin another yawn. Let's flying sausage cheese, or is it chicken palm? But roosters don't fly like boosters don't buy. So what powers cowards to get them to the top? Just to fall asleep, listen in the box. The ribbon in the sky is the ribbon that I drop. Dribbling the eye across the prism of a clock that lacks meaning, but racks up stacks of fat reading. The catch cheap and wrapped up plants from trap dealings.
The cadence though, blood. The cadence though.
Don't fly like boosters don't buy. So what powers cowards to get them to the top? Just to fall asleep, listen in the box. The ribbon in the sky is the ribbon that I drop. Dribbling the eye across the prism of a clock that lacks meaning, but racks up stacks of fat reading. The catch cheap and wrapped up plants from trap dealings. Now what's a coffin with a scratch ceiling? And what's the talking without the match feeling? That's berry living and cherry picking every lemon from your berry system, then proceed with the pack feeding. When I was young, I had visions of another world, sneaking looks at the porn stash of my brother Hurl. Incense smoke made vortices and other curls, casting calls for porn films and ad space for rubber girl.
I was just burning incense just now, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? But nah, the fact that he went from I just had a vision of another world when I was younger to looking at my brother's piece, that, you know what I'm saying, blood? Like the correlations, blood. You know what I mean, fam? To go from one thing to the other, fam. So drastic, blood. You know what I'm saying? Relax.
Incense smoke made vortices and other curls, casting calls for porn films and ad space for rubber girls. I like to sneaking looks at the porn stash of my brother Hurl. Incense smoke made vortices and other curls, casting calls for porn films and ad space for rubber girls. I like my pancakes cutting swirls. Moroccan moles and undercover squirrels. I like cartoons, southern cities with large moons, faith healers, ex-female drug dealers and art booms. Apologize. Moroccan moles and undercover squirrels. I like cartoons, southern cities with large moons, faith healers, ex-female drug dealers and art booms. Apologize for my weird mix. What tastes like hot dogs and tear drips. It looks like pantomime and clear bricks. It smells like shotguns and deer piss. They on they hunt, kinda salty that I'm going hard. First part of a party that I throw in pods. 1 minute you playing pool, next minute you throwing darts. But that's how you do with a party that you throwing bars.
Let me just make sure I'm recording real quick, because if I lose this reaction, but I'm a bit pissed, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? Oh my days.
It smells like shit.
It's mad, blood. You know when someone's like just that good on a track, fam? You know what I'm saying? In every single element, blood. They literally cross off every single element they're supposed to have in a music, in terms of the musical ability. They cross off every single thing that they're supposed to cross off on a musical checklist and that, fam. And you just wonder, like, how have I not heard of this guy? Like, how have I not heard of this guy, blood? Like, just now I'm hearing of this guy, fam. Like, wagwan. And it took a whole diss track to be released before anyone even, like, you know what I mean?
They on they hunt, kinda salty that I'm going hard. First part of a party that I throw in pods. 1 minute you playing pool, next minute you throwing darts. But that's how you do with a party that you throwing bars. I run the gambit like I'm throwing cards. With popular mechanics throwing
the gambit like, hey.
I run the gambit like I'm throwing cards. Popular mechanics to overdosing hard. Paint cold pictures like Nova Scotian landscapes. Nerd gang, McMandelbrot sets when we handshake. A word game back up, playing that can damn lakes back up. The word playing that the man states means I can still be the man if the dam breaks. And when demand breaks, some reflections what they can't face. But Pyrrha still treat the mirror like it's a fan base. The unfettered veteran, the eagle feathered man of medicine that hovers above cities like weathermen. Maybe.
Nah, I can't lie to you. That whole scheme, let that whole man scheme break, the dumb break, the man. Then he went to the cafe, some reflections, and went onto the mirror scheme. Jeez! Hey!
Popular mechanics to overdosing hard. Paint cold pictures like Nova Scotian landscapes. Nerd gang, McMandelbrot sets when we handshake. A word game back up, playing that can damn lakes back up. The word playing that the man states means I can still be the man if the dam breaks. And when demand breaks, some reflections what they can't face. But Pyrrha still treat the mirror like it's a fan base. The unfettered veteran, the eagle feathered man of medicine that hovers above cities like weathermen. Or maybe weather woman, whatever better to tell you weather coming. I prefer girls to rain all over the world. And not rain like Rain Man, or rain like rain dance, or rain like a slight chance of rain when it's rain, and a rain like dear slaves to Santa Claus, slave man. But rain like queens that reign over made man. And not queen like queen killer, rap city bohemian queen. But queen like white glove, wave hand. And not wave hand like
You should have just called this song Rain by how many times you just used it. Did you see how many times you used Rain? And then when you thought it was over, then he mentioned Santa Slay, and then he used Slay again. Then you thought, okay, the rain thing's over. Then he used it again, and then again. I'm telling you, blood, the artist's ability to be able to use one word at that and make it that technical, blood, is something special, fam. There's something special. Normally when people use the same word, how many times it's like, how can I explain it? It's like they use a certain word, but imagine like the lines are thick, fam, depending on the bar. In terms of like, let's say how hard the bar is, that depends on how thick the line is. The line will get thinner and thinner and thinner because the use of the word, they're using it so much that the bars aren't as thick as anymore. They're just getting thinner and thinner and more simple and more simple and more simple. Right there, the consistency of the thickness of the bars will stay in all one, blood, because of how technical it was, fam. Like, the standard didn't drop even though he was using the word that much. You get me? Like, hopefully you got me. I'm kind of bad at analogies, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? But hey, hopefully you'll follow me on that one, blood. Because nah, that's brazy. That's brazy. That's brazy.
Man of medicine that hovers above cities like weathermen, or maybe weather woman. Whatever better to tell you weather coming. I prefer girls to rain all over the.
And the way he started off the rain thing, I liked it, blood. Man said I prefer girls to rain all over the world, and we'll get more technical with it as the thing went on. Cold.
And not rain like rain man, or rain like rain dance, or rain like a slight chance of rain when it's rain, and a rain like dear slaves to Santa Claus.
Ooh.
To rain all over the world, and not rain like rain man, or rain like rain dance, or rain like a slight chance of rain when it's
Raining, exactly, but he even changed the. Oh my day, he literally used rain and raining. This guy's cold, man. I can't. Nah.
Rain dance, rain like a slight chance of rain when it's raining. Rain like dear slaves to Santa Claus, slave man, but rain like queens that reign over made man, and not queen like queen killer, Rhapsody Bohemian queen, but queen like white glove, wave hand, and not wave hand.
Queen. Buzzing right now, man.
Hey man, but rain like queens that reign over made man, and not queen like queen killer, Rhapsody Bohemian queen, but queen like white glove.
Wait, Rhapsody? Did you mention Rhapsody? Because if you mention Queen and Rhapsody, Rhapsody is one of my favorites. If you haven't heard of Rhapsody, bro, just go onto a page and just press shuffle play, blood. Every single song she has is pretty much a banger. She's rap. And I say, I'm talking about female rap blood pinnacle right there, fam. Man, like Rhapsody, shout out to her thing, but 10 times in that blood.
Like dear slaves to Santa Claus, slave man, but rain like queens that reign over made man, and not queen like queen killer, Rhapsody Bohemian queen, but queen like white glove, wave hand, and not wave hand like it's a heat wave. So you make a fan by waving your hand. I'm talking wave like you saying, hey, man. And not hate for horses and horses like you almost voiceless. You gotta treat your vocal cords like it's a fortress, and treat every single one of your words like reinforcements, and especially when you're recording, cause that's the portion that's important. When I was recording,
I see why the song's 8 minutes now, fam. He used Queen, he used Rain, he went on a spaz with Rain, he went on a spaz with Queen, he went on a spaz with Rain. Normally when artists do it, they'll just use one word and then show you how technical they can get with it. This guy's done it 3 times already, blood. Probably even more.
and treat every single one of your words like reinforcements, and especially when you're recording, cause that's the portion that's important. When I was reporting that I was poor, but now I'm more than, it's still hooker hills on my sugar hills and sweet spots, crying shames, make margarita rims from cheap tops, deep plots and floor to ceiling windows for my pea pots, a little scene, swift as sickle swings to make the wheat drop in Florida, and not rain like rain man.
I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. But this guy's cadence is ridiculous right now. You know, when just something is just so perfectly aligned, bro. You know, like in Word, when you're typing and there's like no word is sticking out. It's just perfect. That's what this guy's flows are like. Just so tight and crisp, man. It's ridiculous.
Rain like rain dance, rain like a slight chance of rain when it's rain, and rain like dear slaves to Santa Claus, slave man, but rain like queens that reign over made man, and not queen like queen killer, Rhapsody Bohemian queen, but queen like white glove, wave hand, and not wave hand like it's a heat wave. So you make a fan by waving your hand. I'm talking wave like you saying, hey, man. And not hate for horses and horses like you almost voiceless. You gotta treat your vocal cords like it's a fortress, and treat every single one of your words like reinforcements, and especially when you're recording, cause that's the portion that's important. When I was reporting that I was
oh, especially when you're recording, cause it's a portion that's important.
Reinforcements, and especially when you're recording, cause that's the portion that's important. When I was reporting that I was poor, but now I'm more than, it's still hooker hills on my sugar hills and sweet spots, crying shames, make margarita rims from cheap tops, deep plots and floor to ceiling windows for my pea pots, a little scene, swift as sickle swings to make the wheat drop in 100 words for them hummingbirds that like to eavesdrop and fan out like peacocks with a parakeet that beatbox, so the sun rise when the beat drop and the sun dies when the beat stops.
This guy's wordplay is ridiculous, man.
Hills on my sugar hills and sweet spots, crying shames, make margarita rims from cheap tops, deep plots and floor to ceiling windows for my pea pots, a little scene, swift as sickle swings to make the wheat drop in 100 words for them hummingbirds that like to eavesdrop and fan out like peacocks with a parakeet that beatbox, so the sun rise when the beat drop and the sun dies when the beat stops. Then it unties, then it relocks, then it relapse, then it detox, then he back like a heat pack on his kneecaps at the weak spot, cause he want what we got, like yeah.
That's crazy with it. Crazy with it.
Yeah.
Crazy with it.
Then forge poetry like a young honorary Morrissey, then spit it to the golden lock thoughts who like they porridge all.
Do you not hear the cadence though, bruv? The cadence is ridiculous, blood. That's what he, bruv. As I said, bruv, in terms of musically, technically, blood, he ticks every box, blood. And it's like everything, you know, like when people show your stats or whatever, blood. It's like floor 100, bars 50, cadence this, that. It's like everything's just like at 100 for this guy, but like no cut, like everything is just crisp, blood. Cadence, floors, bars, wordplay, intellectuality. There's lessons in here as well, fam. You know, he's not just like he's flexing on you, he's educating you, blood. Like you know what I mean, blood. Like, bruv,
poetry like a young honorary Morrissey, then spit it to the golden lock thoughts who like they porridge all watery, not scorching nor sorbity from the still orbiting sorcerer sorcery coming down gorgeously, just like a Stacey Dash waterfall, a more torturing a waterboarding Barbie doll, a river of women like Brazilian carnival, swimming in feminine bikinis made out of barbasol. Somebody give them the volleyballs. If you love her, don't ever send her to Molly Mars. Homie, if she lonely, she might end up in Macaulay's claws. Coming out the closet over goblets down at Mardi Gras. The fame, champagne, walk of shame, lobby car. My rap position was black condition and activism. Ammunition for abolition missions. Attacking systems, but they not after listen. Less is dropping, no Activision.
But literally, this guy could have just dropped this song. This could have been the only song he's released, but and he could be considered one of the greats, bro. Like these are the songs that you release that solidifies your name in the rap game, blood. And this definitely did that, fam. This could be his whole discography, bro, and he would be one of the greats. Like no cap, blood. Like literally, blood. He literally could have banged this down and then just dipped, bruv. And just disappeared, blood. Never be like, yo, you remember Lupe Fiasco, that thing that he dropped? I don't even know who the guy is, blood, but you remember that joint that he dropped? He's definitely one of the greats. You see what he did in that? Like, he's gave you so many lessons in this, bruv. Like, bruh, oh my god.
Bikinis made out of barbasol. Somebody give them the volleyballs. If you love her, don't ever send her to Molly Mars. Homie, if she lonely, she might end up in Macaulay's claws. Coming out the closet over goblets down at Mardi Gras. The fame, champagne, walk of shame, lobby car. My rap position was black condition and activism. Ammunition for abolition missions. Attacking systems, but they not after listen. Less is dropping, no Activision. Are we apps or are we bodies filled with apparitions? Operating applications stuck inside an Apple prison. Chicken hacking download updates that lack religion. Or are we
No way, blood. There's actually no way, fam. There's actually no way. There's actually no way. There's no way. Every single rapper has a rap bag, fam. And certain people's rap bags are deeper than others, fam. You know what I'm saying? Some people's rap bags like like a little pump maybe. His bag's probably like point 0.1 feet deep in that, fam. You know what I'm saying? A person like maybe someone like a little baby, fam, he's might be like 10 feet deep in that, fam, you know what I'm saying? But then you come to like this Lupe Fiasco, double that, triple that, he's like 20-30 feet deep in that, and he's got bare tools in it, fam. This guy just showed you like about 50 or 100 200 300 ways of killing a beat. This guy just gave you so many different technicalities, blood. That's ridiculous, blood. I even forgot what these flows are called. Someone tell me what it's called again, blood. When you be rapping and you use the exact same word 10,000 different times and that. Last time I heard it was with Snoop Dogg when he was trying to diss Eminem and that. You know what I'm saying, blood? This is ridiculous, man. This guy's. That's what I'm saying. He's literally showcasing his ability on a track right now, fam. He could literally have just dropped this as his whole discography, and he would be considered one of the greats. Like, I'm not even joking, man. Like, this is ridiculous.
Abolition missions attacking systems, but they not after listen. Less is dropping, no Activision. Are we apps or are we?
Like, he stopped and then continued with the same bullshit.
Bodies filled with apparitions, operating applications stuck inside an Apple prison. Chicken hacking download updates that lack religion. Or are we more? Then soil tainting, disloyal changelings, preoccupied with boy and goyle, chasing and foiling others royal saintings. I sit back and watch the world through eye holes in my oil paintings.
The world from my eye hole and my oil painting. Artistry, man. This artistry, blood.
Then soil tainting, disloyal changelings, preoccupied with boy and goyle, chasing and foiling others' royal saintings. I sit back and watch the world through eye holes in my oil paintings. Ain't
And do you see the oil paintings? The cadence is different, man. He's
nothing to it but to do it. Unless you Virgin Mary, nothing do it but to trust. Believe all that. Unless you judge, life is not a dictionary. It's a thesaurus, and I feel like a missionary to a clitoris, the water bearer.
And I feel like a missionary to the clitoris. Listen, kids, close your ears, man. Oh my days.
It's a thesaurus, and I feel like a missionary to a clitoris, the water bearer, heir of traditions that I swear to never change my chair position or conditions of my porridge.
This is you giving your majestical rap right now, blood. Yeah, there's different types of rap, blood. You got your grease talk, you got your majestical, blood. You got your flexing, all of that. Bruv, actually, he's giving you every single thing in one, blood. He's giving you flexing rap, he's giving you educational rap, he's giving you knowledge, he give you majestical type bars rap, blood. You know what I'm saying? He even give you, you know what I'm saying, some dirts rap right there, fam.
Mission for sedition against the religion of a chorus. Keep them golden weed thieves out the mother.
Oh, when I say dirts, it means, you know what I'm saying, blood. I call it doing the dirts, fam, because I just don't want to say SEX, like, you know what I'm saying, doing the dirts. Yeah, exactly, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood. The missionary clitoris, yeah, that's doing the dirt, exactly, on a beat as well, fam. Brazy.
Submission for sedition against the religion of a chorus. Keep them golden weed thieves out the motherfucking forest. As I perform a nerd storm, I prefer my pictures in word form. Bury the hatchet like how a bird born. As I paint cold pictures like Kool-Aid facing condensation, having conversations with flavorful combination. Pink, prefer my pictures.
How the hell did this guy just describe?
In word form, bury the hatchet like how a bird born. As I paint cold pictures like Kool-Aid facing condensation, having.
As I paint pictures like Kool-Aid facing condensation. Ah, you dumb blood. I'm telling you, rappers that just have a certain type of pen can just break things down to make you just question a whole of reality, blood. That comparison right there was ridiculous.
As I perform a nerd storm, I prefer my pictures in word form. Bury the hatchet like how a bird born. As I paint cold pictures like Kool-Aid facing condensation, having conversations with flavorful combinations. Slave to my concentration. So this
slave to my concentration. I'm bro, the knowledge, yeah.
Having conversations with flavorful combinations, slave to my concentration. So this OJ, the juice man, meets OJ with two hands and two gloves. That's too snug to judge who was who drew blood. And Lupe, look at all these two cans.
Oh my days, bro. You know how many schemes this guy has given you? Like, actually go back and look at how many schemes this guy has given you, blood. He mentioned OJ, then the judge, then the two gloves.
Bury the hatchet like how a bird born. As I paint cold pictures like Kool-Aid facing condensation, having conversations with flavorful combinations. Slave to my concentration. So this OJ, the juice man, meets OJ with two hands and two gloves. That's too snug to judge who was who drew blood. And Lupe, look at all these two cans. In a cemetery full of tomahawks, giving middle fingers to the pigeons doing somersaults. Road runners don't fall off cliffs, they run across anomalies by the colony, flukes by the reservoir. While in pursuers end up as poofs on the desert floor. Levitating youths who know the truth of where the fountain hides. Buckaroo roofs painting tunnels onto the mountainsides. 1,000 parts a pound, a heart, an ounce of eyes, an ounce and out of doubt, and mouth pronounces out accounts of lies. Chocolate counts by the counts of 5. Refrigerator roof full of animals and monsters. Incinerator shoots in the manual for Contra. Assorted memories from my childhood. Absorbing energy from the wild woods. Electronic combat, Konami signed contract. Chinese chalk killing cucarachas on contact.
No, this guy's schemes are absolutely ridiculous. Bro, this guy's schemes are absolutely ridiculous, blood. He mentions one word and you just clock it, and then he names about 50,000 things to associate with that word, like he did with the OJ mentioned the glove. He just mentioned Konami, the Chinese company, I'm sure, fam, you know what I'm saying, they make games with Pez and all of that, and then he went on a scheme. He mentions one word and then just associates bare things to the bro. His scheme patterns are ridiculous, man. I can't even lie to you, blood. I can't even lie to you.
Counts by the counts of 5. Refrigerator roof full of animals and monsters. Incinerator shoots in the manual for Contra. Assorted memories from my childhood. Absorbing energy from the wild woods. Electronic combat, Konami signed contract. Chinese chalk killing cucarachas on contact. Chicago, spread gun aficionado. Efficient spitting, bridging divisions isn't Chicano. Who's the boss? If it isn't Lissa Milano. Do the cough, ninja mission into the Congo. Polarized envy of the older guys. Black Obi Shinobi hitting Kino in the face with all my throwing knives. Sub-Zero guiding, hiding, riding in the pack as well. Sound Village, Leaf Village, Wolf Spirit, magic spells, yeah.
Now he just went on a whole little Mortal Kombat, you know what I'm saying, anime, Naruto type of vibe. I feel you. I heard Sub-Zero in their Leaf Village, I heard that in their Shinobi, you know?
Hiding, riding in the pack as well. Sound Village, Leaf Village, Wolf Spirit, magic spells, yeah. Dodging rain and catching hell. Face seers need samurais to catch the L. Special research vessels made for catching whales. Fillet of fish, ship, sea shepherd, peppered with extra sails. Rain and catching hell. Face seers need samurais to catch the L. Special research vessels made for catching whales. Fillet of fish, ship, sea shepherd, peppered with extra sails. Rewrite.
Filet mignon, peppered with extra sails. Not salt up at set.
History, liberty needs a better bell. Maybe harder irons and carbon fibers that never fail. Smarter science mixed with our art alliance, a fairy tale. Or maybe just a metal pail you hit with steel tools to announce you've had enough and dropping out of SEAL school. Just like trout jumping out their house to let their gills cool. Cuba scuba couldn't take the temperature of my skill pool, yeah. Said it feels cool to kill fools. Slipping through the cracks like when you try to grill gruel. Techno Viking water bottle when not following pill rules. Will have you off the throttle when you should be modeling chill mood. Roller skate maker, you just cobbling wheel shoes. Overweight taster of king's food that kills crews. Oblivious featherweight baker who autograph cakes whenever his quill moves over your milieu. Simple as a Buddhist monk in the temple standing in some hill grooves with the abbot practicing stillness. Real still till he realizes realness. Defeat Samsara, achieves nirvana and brilliance, yeah.
He's a dog, fam. He's a dog. He's a dog, fam. God damn it, fam. I don't think I had the right one, blood. Isn't this on man's channel? Wait, okay. I know I went to that video as well, but how does it have more views on someone else's channel than his own, blood? That's actually ridiculous. I can't even lie to you, blood. Shout out Stevie Knight, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? But that's ridiculous. Man's reaction is 40 minutes and that's funny, blood. But nah, that's mad though. They should have way more than it actually does. I'm definitely posting this one on my socials and that, because yeah, people need to recognize greatness, fam. I can't even lie to you, blood. That's ridiculous, man. Like, I've never said that before in terms of he can drop this as his whole discography and he'll be considered a legend. Like, who can do that? Who can drop one song and like be considered like this one song? Like, if someone said, yo, what kind of music? It's like some type of extraterrestrial creature, some type of alien came to to Earth and said, oh, yo, what's hip hop? What's music? What do you guys listen? This, fam, this is what we listen to, fam. This that's how legendary this track was, fam. The schemes, bro, the flows, the cadence, pronunciation, the way he turns certain words and that. Most important, the scheme, the way he mentions one word and then just attracts 10,000 things to do with that word is absolutely ridiculous. I can't remember what it's called as well when you use the same word again and again and again. It's literally right at the tip of my tongue, but I can't get it. He did that bare times, using the same word 50,000 times, fam. But the what do you call it? How he was putting it and that, fam, just stayed consistent throughout. That's brazy, man. Shout out man like Lupe. Man like Lupe. Definitely gotta check out some more of this guy's stuff. Got another one of his tracks coming, SLR, blood, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, stay tuned for that. But I'm out on, man. It's your boy Man Line Jazz and I'm gone, fam. In a biz, man. In a biz. Bar after bar after bar after bar after bar. I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag. Your man's want smoke, then he leaves with a toe tag. Whole squad hit with a double mag Glock. Got left to the street and the body's getting chucked. Bullets with names and your shit's getting popped. Better be with me and the bag's getting cocked. Still got it. Chase the bag, humble. Ain't gotta brag in a league on my own, and my stats getting flagged. Hit me for the feet, got verses in stats. Come through like the queen, gotta pay that tax. Premium, sir.